Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Kappel here. How are you today, my friends? Well, today's reading lesson, I wanted to talk to you about you and how much reading you have been doing. I know you have been reading a lot, haven't you? Yeah? And I know when we were in school, there were so many books all around us. It was almost like we were in a blanket filled with books. And you might not have as many books as I had in the classroom, or maybe you do at home. That's okay. You've been listening to my stories that I've been giving to you online and on Seesaw. Yeah? Okay. Well, that's great, boys and girls, because today I want you to find one book, just one for now, one that is especially fun or one that is really special to you. And I want you to think, hmm, why do you like it so much? Do you remember this book, The Pigeon Books? That's right. You remember David, the David books, David Gets in Trouble? Yeah, do you remember why we liked those books so much? They did cause us to feel strong emotions like, oh my goodness, David, or oh, that pigeon was so funny. Well, boys and girls, today I wanted to teach you that avid readers don't only share their books, they also are doing wonderful things. They're actually inventing fun things to do with books. So after they read, they after they read with their friends, they talk about the books. We have book talks, right? Well, this is what avid readers do. They ask, hmm, what are some fun things to do with books? Okay, so I want to show you something today. I've got lots of things on my screen for you. So let's get this down. Okay, and let's take a look at kids. Now, look at this picture. These kids, they look like they're in a classroom like ours, right? That's right. And let me show you some other kids. See what they're doing here? It looks like the girl is being the teacher, right? She's doing the sharing of the book. All right, let's look at this one. Yeah, look at the faces on these kids. Yeah, it looks like this boy is acting something out, right? Okay, I've got one more picture here that I wanted to share. And this might look a little like what we're doing now. They are doing something. You can see that they have their hands over, right? Okay, so let me just take these down so you can see what else is going on here. I want to share something with you. Let's look at this chart right here. Okay, so this is a new chart for us, boys and girls, but there's so much on this chart that you already know. So let's take a look at it. It's called Reading Playdates. So here, let's move it over. Okay, so reading playdates, it's exactly what avid readers do. They invent things that partners can do with their books on a reading playdate. So I can give you some suggestions, I could give you some ideas. Yesterday, when I saw you all at school, one of our friends told me that after she was listening to our lesson on fish and the books that I had been reading about fish, she went fishing with her family. Yeah, I will share that picture, but that is a wonderful kind of reading play date. Okay, so let's take a look at this chart. You could play school, but you be the teacher this time. And you can have your mom or your dad or your sisters or your brothers or your grandma and grandpa to be the students. And you can talk about the book. You can teach them about your book. You can do a read aloud. That's why I said choose an old favorite, or you can even choose one that is not an old favorite. That's okay. And you read to your family. Remember, you're the one in charge of this. So, this is another thing you can do on a reading play date. Here you are. This is you with your book, and you are doing a nonfiction book. and you are making your classmates or your partners or your parents share the book with you. So if you read to them, "Bees have four wings," your family, your partners should read it too. "Bees have four wings." Isn't that fun? Okay, let's see what else you can do on a reading play date. You can play games. Yeah. So that's a fun thing to do on a reading play date. You can play a game. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, you and your partner can play a game in the book. Looking at the book, you can go on a snap word hunt like you were running around and catching flies or catching butterflies. You could play a game and see who finds the most snap words. That would be so fun. Oh, I love this book. I love this game when you're using an ABC book, if you have an alphabet book, and you can play guess what's next because because you've read the book. That would be fun. You could say, okay, this letter is B. Guess what's next? Or it could be anything. It doesn't have to be an alphabet book. Oh, that sounds like a fun thing to do with your play date. Oh, yeah. Alphabet Pop It. That's another fun thing that you can do. You can grab your partners and you can say, okay, I'm going to show you a letter in this book. Let's see if you can make that sound. So you can work on letter sounds with your books. These are so many fun things. Now, I'm not saying you have to do all of them, but you certainly should be picking one, play it, and do it again. This is called Guess the Feeling. Well, we've been talking about feelings in our books, and you can read a part in the story, and then you can ask your partners, how is that character feeling? They have to guess. Oh, I think he was feeling sad. Oh, no, I think he was feeling scared. So it's whatever you decide. These are all different fun play dates that you can do, fun games. Play pretend. Yeah, you can act out the book. You could pretend that this time your dad or your mom is David and you be the mom or the dad. Wouldn't that be fun? You could have your parent be the David or the character in the story. Oh yeah, these are great ideas. Act it out. Oh yeah. So remember when the pigeon wanted to drive the bus, right? You could pretend that you were the pigeon and you were driving or you were acting out as the pigeon. Oh yeah, the pigeon had lots of feelings and emotions. Remember when he couldn't get to drive the bus? He was so sad or disappointed. Oh yeah. Oh, here's another one using gestures. Yeah, Mrs. Kappel uses her hands a lot, and it's kind of like you're playing charades where you're acting it out. That's great. It looks like maybe they're reading a book about dance, or maybe they were reading a book about sports. Yeah, lots of fun things that you can do on a reading play date. Oh, this is so fun. This is the game called What is the Same and What is Different. That means you have a book and your partner has a book, and you look at the two books together. So these are both books about bugs, and you can say, what's the same in my book as it is in your book? Oh, look, my book, I've got a bug that has five eyes. Oh, look, I've got a bug that's got two eyes. Well, the same is that you're both looking about bugs, but what's different is, well, this one has two and this one has five. If you use Big Universe, that would be fantastic because Big Universe has nonfiction books and fiction books about the same topic. So these are both books about bees or bugs. Oh, that is a fun thing to do. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, yes. Read with feeling. Remember when we read The Three Billy Goats Gruff? You are so good at acting like the troll. Who's that tripping over my bridge? Remember those? Yeah, that's so wonderful. Okay, boys and girls. So those are some really great games, and you don't have to just use these. You can use some of your own. You could make up a game. So let's just take a look at these one more time. Use gestures, use big feelings, act it out. Oh, I know this is so exciting, boys and girls. Play pretend, guess the feeling, alphabet puppet, guess what's next, snap word hunt, playing lots of games, anything you want, sharing your reading, and of course, doing a read aloud. That's so fun. Play school. Who's going to be the teacher? Okay. So I know this is so exciting. I know this is, you just can't wait. But before you go, you have to remember a few things from your reading chart. So as you are reading and you are checking yourself, there are some things that you need to ask. Remember, does it make sense? Remember, if it's a little too challenging for you, if it's not making sense, you might want to try a different book, or because you want to act it out. You want it to be something fun. If it does it sound right, remember, check your reading. Don't give up. Have persistence power. If it doesn't sound right to your head, if you're like, I'm not sure what that means, go back and go back to all your superpowers. Does it look right? So don't say the word look if it doesn't look like the word look, if it's the word like, sometimes you think it's one word and you say another word. Make sure your eyes are telling you the right thing. And boys and girls, I know you will have so much fun on your reading play dates. I really want you to do something for me. Just like I was sharing the pictures of these kids on their reading play dates, I would love it for your families to take a picture of your reading play date and share it with us on Seesaw. All right, my friends, go read now. Have a great day. Bye bye for now.